Hello and welcome to the Slingshot channel for the presentation of the 10th generation sliding instant Legolas. Let me show you its features. First, I think I found a manufacturer who's gonna put this into mass production. That would be amazing. And of course I'm now looking towards the features of a final product. And it needs to serve two purposes. First of all, it needs to be fun. Just fast shooting, accuracy, all these things. Second, it needs to be okay for home defense in countries where home defense with other devices than just bow and arrow is not legal. In any case, I went back to the Diamond Atomic, which is a used bow, but a sophisticated one. It has about 30 pounds of a draw force, which is really low, so it is super easy to cock the bow, which I think is really important because, you know, you want to do this effortlessly. You know, you don't really want to invest a lot of force, and it is definitely powerful enough for all kinds of things. This has about the same amount of force than the Yumi longbow that I tested just a short while ago because of the advanced compound system. I just love it and I think it's ideal for the purpose. And now in the 10th generation, you see I have added these Olympic style holes to make it a little bit more lightweight and also to make it looking less bland. I also put in a laser sight, just like here. That is nice because it's like a quick aim and fire weapon, and that is what I really like. It's chambered for 7 arrows, but the manufacturer only recommends 6. Insider joke. And also one of the major design changes is that it also has a quick fire mode, basically consisting of this elongated trigger sear mechanism that can be fired from this way also. And I'm going to show to you how that works in a very short while. In terms of ammunition, I'm using the original bows that you can buy for the EK Archery Cobra, 15-inch bolts. You can also buy them under the name Cheap Shot from Cold Steel in the US. It's an OEM product that they also import from Taiwan. In any case, these are the normal tips. Let me see if the camera focus is right. Okay, so these are the field tips that come with them. They are actually replaceable, so they just have the normal threading for arrow tips. And what I like on them is that they already have like only 2 vanes, so this means that they're perfectly stackable. But of course these are only field tips, and to do real harm we need better, more sophisticated tips. So these are my favorite Broadheads for them. You can easily buy them from Amazon. They're not expensive and they actually come right from China. I like them because, as you see, I've used them quite a bit and they are totally solid. This means that they're not going to break apart with the first hit into the archery mat or any other target. And I like that because I like a sturdy broadhead. You can also use broadheads like this one, but this one has the disadvantage that it looks very cool and it also has great effect, but it will be one way only. And this means that usually after one shot they're broken because the steel is so thin that it usually doesn't last very long. And these are my favorite tips. These are Botkin tips, 5-edged, hardened steel. They will actually even go through solid steel. Like I tested them against 2mm steel boards and they fire right through. They punch holes through it. These are tips that have been used like in medieval times against armored knights. So they are like high penetration Botkins. You can actually only buy them from GoGun.de, my store. They are like exclusive, and of course they fit all kinds of arrows that have the standard threading, but they are particularly nice for like home defense, where you never know if the burglar or attacker has like a leather jacket on or something that you need to pierce. Alright, we have about 10 meters distance. The bow is tuned into 15 meters, so we have to hold under a little bit. Let's see how it goes. It's very cold and my hands are freezing. Let's see. So this is the result. I think it is not bad if you keep in mind that it's freezing cold outside. So we got 6 impacts, 3 of them in the black and all of them on target. This is like archery in cheat mode, really, because there's so little you can do wrong. You know, usually beginners like can't the bow wrong, or they don't release it cleanly. All these errors won't happen with an instant sliding Legolas. As I said, archery in cheat mode. I've now loaded it with the Botkins, and we're gonna shoot at the block of ballistic gelatin. And let's see what happens. Okay, that was it. Okay, so 2 went low a little bit, but most of them hit. You tell me if that is a toy. So now the Slamfire mode, even though I think my thumb operated trigger works rather good. And this means that I simply unfurl this little bit of paracord with this hook attached, and then I put it into the elongated trigger. And as you see, I now have like a loop. But when I cock it out, it will stretch and then it will fire. Like so. As you see, almost, it's now already tight. And if I draw a little bit more, then it fires. And of course, I can do this rather quickly. It's somehow less accurate, of course, but it is powerful. Now, of course, for accuracy from some distance, I would not do this. But think about a home defense situation. You can just grab the bow, because you can keep it stored like this. And then you can actually even fire like a warning shot into the feet of the opponent, like so. And if he doesn't want to comply, then you just hit him with a few bolts. Yeah, until you run out, I guess. Bang. By the way, this is the beauty of the hardened bolts. As you see, it threw some sparks when it hit the ground, but it's still only very slightly dented and absolutely reusable after a few strokes on the whetstone. Anyway, I like it more without the Slamfire because it gives you more control, and I appreciate that. So, this is as close as I can probably get without machinery. Of course, it will be done like in aluminum and with all kinds of fancy outfitted. But in any case, I like it the way it is. It's one of my best designs so far, I think. And I hope you like it too, because that's it for today. Thanks and bye. Bye. One more time, just for you. Okay, bink.